All right. Welcome to PSE Sports Talk. This is the Poppa E. That is A Maxarelli. Come up with a better one next time.
Maybe.
Maybe. We got some wild card recap. We got some other news.
Got Dirty Dozen on here as well. We're going to mash the podcast together
Yeah,
this
because it's
week.
not really a dozen. You want to start with the Dirty Dozen, Mr. Dozen?
Well, I mean, I guess we can. I was just going to go along and just do it with the other one, but it's all right. We can go Dirty Dozen first. So last week, sir, you were 5-3. This puts you at 124, 104, and 1 on the year. I was 6-2. I am 125, 113, and 1. So again, your percentage is still better than mine, but now I at least have more wins than you. But again, one more week, your
Well,
percentage is better than mine.
we'll see next year when we do week to week when I don't miss a week.
Exactly.
I mean, I go back. You tell me what week I missed. I'll go back and pick them. That's
'Cause
all you got to do.
You missed week 0.
All right.
All
Well,
right.
who played? I could probably go through and look them up and tell you who I think is going to win.
I couldn't tell you, but
I bet I could be 12-0.
probably.
Yeah.
Probably. All right. So the first one we have this week for Dirty Dozen is we have the Miami Hurricanes versus the Indiana Hoosiers for the national championship. It is in Miami. The Indiana Hoosiers are 7.5-point favorites in this one. Who you got?
Miami or no, sorry, wrong one. Indiana covers, dude. They just
They are good.
That is a solid football team.
Yeah. So
They're going to cover this one.
So is the Miami Hurricanes at home.
They're not as solid.
I'm not saying Miami wins this game. I do think Indiana does win, but I think that Miami does cover. So I'm going with Miami in
I
this
don't know.
one.
They whooped the ass out of Oregon.
Yes, they did. I know.
I mean, they took Manning.
I
they literally took
appreciate that.
Manning, pulled his pants down. One guy grabbed his wanker, and like 12 other guys were spanking his ass because that's how bad they beat him.
Oh,
I was not expecting that beatdown.
whoa.
Or Oregon really. There's a case for Notre Dame to say why was Oregon in?
That's all right. They got Dylan Raiola. They're all right. All right. So next we have the Bills at the Broncos. The Broncos are 1.5 favorites at home in this one.
I think the Bills cover that.
I think they do as well.
Yeah.
Next, we have the 49ers at the Seahawks. Seahawks 7-point favorites at home.
This one I had to think about because I'm taking the Seahawks, but damn.
I am too.
But I will take Seattle to cover, especially Kittle's gone, Warner's gone, Bosa's gone. Hell, their best player last week was Kendricks. And didn't they say that
he killed it?
How long ago did they say they signed him?
I think it was like 2-3 days before that or something like that.
Might have been a week or two.
Maybe it was, yeah.
And
not very long though.
He was the best player in their defense.
Yeah, he was killing it. He played well. He's a good player.
But I'm shocked that they came out 7-point favorites.
Me too.
But with just McCaffrey, at some point in this game, McCaffrey may end up getting hurt, and I think.
Well, then the one wide receiver had a good game for him. His first
Juwan?
no, it was Robinson. I think he had 100 yards. But he had 22 catches coming into the game.
Did you know? And remember, we're not affiliated with any of the scouts or any of these teams. I was reading a deal. Juwan Jennings.
He's a jerk.
Has a perfect passer rating.
Oh yeah,
as a quarterback in like 3 playoff games.
Yeah.
158.3 or 8, whatever it is. He's a perfect passer rating.
He's a good quarterback.
That'd be the one thing Seahawks need to look out for.
Well, and McCaffrey, I guess, can throw too. I mean, we might look for a triple pass.
They're going to have to throw something out there. But, yeah.
It's a lot of time to get 3 passes off.
You know, I definitely see Seattle winning. I didn't think the spread would be this big for this game, but I'm going to go with Seattle covering this.
I'm definitely saying Seattle covers. I can't go against them. Come on now. Next, we got the Titans and the Pats. The Pats are 3-point favorites at home in this one.
Who at the Pats? The Titans? Did you
The
say the
Texans.
Oh, Texans, sorry.
Texans. Houston Texans.
You know, New England's been a great story.
They have been. Drake May did not play very well last week.
I am taking the Texans to cover.
That defense is nasty.
Dude, last I saw,
Nasty.
I forgot what the score was, but when I woke up, they won with 2 more touchdowns. I was like, "What the hell happened?"
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, and that was like mid-3rd
Aaron's
quarter.
last pass was a pick six.
The what?
Aaron Rodgers, your boy,
His last pass of the season.
of his possible career.
No, he won't. No, he's got too big of an ego to retire on that. No,
I-
he's got too big of an ego to retire on a pick six.
And don't get me wrong, I hope he comes back, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. He's got a wife now. I mean, he's a family man.
Well,
Maybe he wants to start having kids.
I got to show you this meme. I meant to send you so we can put it on there, but maybe we'll have it on there for next week. There it is, right there. Look at that. Aaron Rodgers rides off to his annual retreat.
That's awesome.
I'm gonna send that to you. We're gonna put it in.
We're gonna have, we may have to change that out. I might have to figure out how to do that production stuff again, and maybe we'll put that picture in there for Aaron Rodgers instead of the bum picture on the intro.
Maybe you can, especially the part where
Yeah, I can.
it looks like he's grabbing Sasquatch's cock, but
I just
you
gotta-
guys be the judge when it comes up.
I gotta remember. What program I use for that. But never mind. We're getting off topic. It's off air business. Last one we have is the Rams at the Bears. The Bears are getting 4.5 at home.
I thought the Bears were underdogs, but I'm still saying the Bears
They are.
cover.
They're getting 4.5 points at home.
Yeah, the Bears will cover. I
I
like.
know
this
the Bears are going to
matchup.
win. No, stop that. The Bears are going to win because when the Bears win, the fans of this excellent podcast are going to get a surprise.
Are you going to do the show naked? Because that's be a negative surprise.
Well, I mean, I don't have any pants on right now.
You're right. You do not have pants on.
But
You're
I
right.
mean, you want me to go shirtless too? I mean, I can show off my TTs.
That's up
But
to
no,
you.
that's
up
not
to
really
you.
what
That's
it.
up to you. That's up to
That's
you.
really not what I was talking about.
Please don't say use condoms. That'd be gross.
I still don't know logistically how we're gonna do this though.
All right. Well, I don't even know what you're talking about. So I guess
Yeah, you
I
do.
guess we got to figure it out.
Yeah, you do. You know what I'm talking about.
I really don't.
Uh,
Oh, okay.
if
You're
the
talking
Seahawks,
for I
if
got
the
you.
Bears and the Seahawks win,
Gotcha. I'm
Would-
with you now. I
would-
thought you were gonna like give something to somebody for something, but okay, I'm with you now.
logistically, yeah, I just don't know how we're gonna do
I
it.
got you.
But
Bears cover.
we'll figure it out. I think I can already see how we can do it. You can just slide.
So
Yeah.
that was the dirty almost dozen.
Yeah, that's the dirty five.
So let's roll to some recap of last week.
Recap of last week. Last week
We would have been perfect.
we would have been perfect. Yes, we would have been, except for those dirty Eagles not being able to play football.
That was you and I both were watching that game. We both were watching
Yes, we were.
the huddle at the end. I didn't quite see Jalen's expressions, but when the OC looked at the coach, he was like, whatever you want, you know. And I made the comment, hey, well, that's the head coach. He's trusting the offensive coordinator. That may have been the dumbest play to ever call to go into triple coverage. I mean, there couldn't have been another option. I mean, I understand that A.J. Brown had probably the worst game of his life,
Probably.
and he's probably out at Philadelphia. He's probably out.
Well, you heard why Sirianni was supposedly yelling at him. It wasn't that he dropped the pass.
Oh,
he was
because
loudly gagging getting off the field.
Exactly. Him and that big lineman they have, not the fat lineman we talked about.
Jordan
but the big one.
Mailata.
They were taking their time getting off the field. That's why
Right.
they were yelling at him. But outside of that, I was shocked they actually went to AJ in that situation, and that one he dropped at the end.
Oh, hit him right in the hands, Darla, right in the hands.
I'm sorry, but I think the NFL. Hey,
Well,
I'm breaking the news here. The NFL needs to look into, is there any kind of betting ramifications from this? Because A.J. Brown stuck some serious ass with some corn in the shit. I mean, that was horrible. Horrible. I told you on the one play, he didn't even extend his arms. Kind of like not CD Lamb, Des Bryant. I mean, not extend as much. Then the other one,
Dez caught it, by the way. Dez caught it.
then
Just
the
saying.
other one,
Dez
I said,
caught it.
oh, at least he extended his arms. He still missed it. This one's right to his arms, and you're going to help your team win in advance. I think this has been a problem all year with the Eagles.
Yeah.
AJ Brown just was trying not to be like Terrell Owens and not be that diva bitch. And I was like, everything's good. Everything's good. Everything wasn't good. Their offensive coordinator is probably out if he's not already. But I did see offensive changes were coming.
They will need to replace him with another decent guy. Because Devontae Smith is not a number one. He is not.
I think
he's too damn small to be a number one. Don't get me wrong, he's damn good. I mean, he kind of reminds me of like a Tyler Lockett. You know what I'm saying? Like
little guy, good hands.
Never a number one, but damn good. You know what I'm saying? Like
No,
1,000-yard guy, like you know, lock it in 1,000 yards every year.
Oh, speaking of which, I meant to tell you.
But I think he's more of a Robin than a Batman, though.
I meant to tell you the other day. I did look up CMC. He had over 1,000 yards rushing, but like 942 receiving.
Oh, okay.
So you were correct. And I think his rushing was almost 1,200. Don't quote me on that, but
he's a stud, dude. But you know what? I think he's
healthy.
I think he's breaking down though, and he's gonna have a huge load this week.
And what would cause him to break down?
Too many touches, 2,000 yards in a season. So
nothing else, nothing artificial.
I don't think so. Not with CMC.
I don't know. I've seen his dad.
Yeah, exactly.
I've seen his dad. CMC's a little on the thicker side.
Well, yeah, because his mom was a athlete too.
Oh, his mom was.
She was an Olympian.
Okay, all right,
for sure. All right, so recap here. So first one we are talking about 49ers and Philly.
Yeah, Philly choked that one away.
But so next we'll go to
Rams. The audible.
Rams and Panthers.
Panthers made that a game for a while.
They did. Bryce Young's got some cojones. He does.
I did see today they're going to take his fifth-year option.
You have to. You have to.
In this case, they kind of do.
I mean, you're not going to go to the Red Rocket, and you're not in a position to draft a quarterback, really. So you're not going to
very many good ones. You're not,
and you're not going to upgrade. Is really what it is.
No, they're not.
So take the 5th-year option, and I mean, go from there. Roll the dice. Maybe you let him go next year. I don't.
He didn't do bad this year. This is probably his best year as a pro.
But for roster building, bro, like we talked about yesterday off air, roster building wise, you need a cheap quarterback. You have to have a cheap quarterback. It is very hard to pay your quarterback and have a team.
Well, think about it.
Look at the Bills. They have no defense whatsoever and really no freaking wide receivers.
Well,
they have a good line and they have a good running back.
Look at the Bungles.
Right, exactly.
So, but here with the Panthers, when you're looking at this,
and look at the 49ers. They have no depth whatsoever. As soon as 2 guys on their defense
because Ayuk basically quit on the 49ers.
Well, and then you also have Brock Purdy makes $150 million or whatever the hell.
But look at it this way. So you got Bryce Young. They can afford to pay him, maybe give him a 4-year contract after his 5th year, right?
I don't know.
That T-Mac receiver, pretty damn good.
He's great.
So they got him for 4 or 5 more years at a cheap rate. Okay. They're probably going to lose Rico Dowdle.
That's what you had said.
They're going to lose him because, I'm sorry, Chuba Hubbard.
Well, they just re-signed him to a 3-year deal.
I know, and Chuba Hubbard, I don't think is that good. I don't think he's worth that much.
He's decent.
I think Rico Dowdle, when Rico had the opportunities to play this past season with Carolina.
No, he played well. He played great.
He played amazing.
I mean, almost as good as Rashad Penny for the Seahawks for that one little stretch he had.
But as his
But
carries
neither here
decreased,
nor
his
there.
production just like everyone would. So I think the Panthers are in a decent situation, but their window to win, like you said, building through the draft, they better get some linemen on both sides of the ball because they also have what's his name? Jimmy Horn's kid. Jimmy Horn. No, JC Horn. As a corner.
Okay.
Pretty damn good corner. They're going to have to pay him probably next year or the year after. And they can afford to pay some of that before T-Mac comes up. When T-Mac comes up and you got JC Horn up and Bryce Young up, at least one of those guys, one of those three is at least on defense. Not like the Bungles where
Should have paid Trey. But
it's also like the Cowboys. They made a statement to every defensive player out there. We're not going to pay defense. We're going to trade your ass like we did Micah Parsons. That's the statement the Cowboys made.
I think in the long run, it's a good trade for the Cowboys.
In the long run, it is. But it makes a statement to these defensive players. You want to get a top-notch free agent to come to Dallas and be like, wait a minute. You just had Micah Parsons, who was it?
Well, I mean, he'll pay a free agent. Rusher. I wouldn't want to get drafted to Dallas right now.
No, it's going to get nasty.
Mike is an interesting cat, though.
He can't stop the run.
Well,
you know what he reminds me of?
I think he's better. I think he's better at stopping.
Ass.
I think he's better at stopping the run than you give him credit for.
Why do they pull him out in running situations on both teams?
Because he's more valuable in passing situations. So he's got to go get some Gatorade.
So you're being positive. I like it. You're being positive. He's more valuable on passing.
Right.
Instead of saying he sucks on run, which, hey, that's what Jerry said.
Well, you asked the question.
You answered
I said I think he is better at the run than you're giving him credit for. You said, well, then why do they pull him out on passing or on running downs? Well, because he's more valuable on passing downs than the rest of the quarterback.
I'm quite shocked.
I'm just answering your question.
I'm shocked.
Talking out of both sides of my mouth at the same time.
Literally shocked that you came out with a very good PC answer.
Like that?
I'm impressed.
I'm just saying.
Color me impressed. Impressed.
I'm just saying. You asked the questions, I gave an answer, but I do think he is better at the run than you're giving him credit for. But I think he's a menace, is what he is. He's a menace.
No, he is.
On and off the field.
This game.
Supposedly broken finger. Oh,
no break, just a sprain, according to X-rays. But we shall see. What's the next game we got, buddy?
Well, this one we're going to talk about for a minute, obviously.
Uh-oh.
Packers at the Bears. Honestly,
Bear down, Chicago Bears.
This goes back
Bears
to
are going to beat the Seahawks if they play them.
No, they're not, because you have to go to Seattle. But I can't believe that Matt LaFleur kept his job, to be honest with you. Now it does help. He
hasn't yet.
Now it does help though that they don't have it.
He's got 1 year left, and they're going to work on an extension.
Okay, but they also don't have an owner, and I think that if they had an owner, then he probably would have fired him.
Actually, from what I hear, Caleb Williams is a minority owner of the Packers. I was reading this deal about the exchange and pulling the ownership slip out of his crotch.
You're funny. But
they also lost a key person in their scouting to go be the GM. God, where'd he go be the GM?
Who did? The Packers did?
The Packers.
Yes, I heard that today.
Who? Where'd he go?
I don't remember.
He did go go somewhere.
Feels like I want to say Titans, but maybe the Giants.
His name is John Eric something. I just
John
Eric.
No,
He's
I
got
heard
two
them.
first names.
They talked about it on McAfee today. I wasn't completely paying attention, but yeah, I heard something about that.
But
again, I mean, it's not. I mean, it's never really a splash hire when you get a GM because they're always coming up from a scouting department somewhere. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
so it
nobody,
may not affect
nobody knows who these people are.
It may not affect the next team, but it's going to affect the Packers.
I doubt it.
Puckers.
I doubt it.
Because look,
The Packers are a well-run organization. You know why they are? Because they don't have a effing owner. That's why
because
they're
they're
a
publicly
well-run.
owned.
Exactly. That's why they're a well-run organization.
I'm going to buy a
There's a
share.
CEO.
I'm going to buy a share and be like, hey,
I'd love to.
I'm going to buy
I
a
think that would be
share,
fun.
and I could give it back to Aaron. Be like, I own you, bitch.
No, really, I own you now.
Literally. Well, even though he doesn't play for him,
Yeah. But
I could show love, the love.
again, I don't know how LaFleur keeps his job. I don't. Don't get me wrong. I think he's a great coach, but you just lost to your rival. You dumped an 18-point lead.
Biggest comeback in Bears
14
playoff
points
history.
in the last 5 minutes, wasn't it? If I remember right.
Something like that.
You deserve to be fired. If there was a real owner there, not just a CEO, but an owner, you probably been fired. You lost to your rival. Great win by the Bears.
I wonder if I buy a
great
share,
win by the Bears.
if
And
I get a vote, if they're going to hire or fire someone. Because I'd be like, no, I don't want this guy. Hey, great comeback. And
but
hey, look,
and what I will say also
Bears
is
have been hurt on their secondary big time this year.
Is that throw that Caleb made to DJ Moore on 4th down, where he wasn't even on the ground. Amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Now
throw.
I was reading a deal today about that play.
I've heard that he's the most accurate quarterback throwing on the run in the league.
I don't think so.
Hey, that was on the run.
Hey,
well, no, actually, it wasn't running.
Let
he
them
might
think that.
He might have the best accuracy on jumping.
Maybe
when you're running opposite way again, we're running to the left,
throwing hips.
Yeah, exactly.
We're throwing hips.
We're throwing hips. But no, seriously, one of the better throws I've ever seen. And
he
talk
does
about
have,
some.
He does have an arm. He's got a.
I was gonna say, talk about some arm
He's got
strength
to
on
learn
that
a
one.
little touch. But I'll tell you this: I was reading today that play where they threw it to Moore with the go-ahead touchdown, blah blah blah, 4th down, whatever. They've been practicing that for 3 to 4 weeks. And earlier in the game, they came out with the same formation, but instead of going to Moore, I think they went to Burden or something, and they stopped them. And this time, when they covered Burden, Moore just kind of went out there just open. I mean, just open.
I loved it. It was a callback play. They ran that same screen pass earlier in the game, and this time it was just the fakey poo.
Yeah. Hey, same formation, different player, but
same shit. No, they ran the same play in the first half, but again, this time
later.
Yep, this time he snuck out though.
But and I do like that. I do like when they run. Hey, let's run same formation. Let's different play in the same formation. I love when teams do that.
That's part of that scripted shit.
But here's the knock on the Philadelphia coordinator. Apparently, he called like 4 of the same plays in the last quarter, and I'm like, wait a minute. Okay, that's not necessarily a bad thing, unless you're going to the same guy every time.
Well, I don't know. See, I have a different flow. And again, this is coming from a guy that's never been a coach in anything but Madden and college football.
You realize this is coming from both of us that have never been coaches.
Right. But like, I just don't understand. Again, coming from just a high school, I didn't even play college. I played high school football. But the passes were 365 or maybe 3974 break. Or maybe 5. So again, first number would have been the protection or drop. You know what I'm saying? 3-step, 5-step, 7-step drop. The next 3 numbers would have been what with the X, the Y, or the X and the Z, and we ran 3 wide. So wherever the slot was running. I was a tight end. I just ran seam every time.
Weren't you supposed to be blocking?
Not on a pass play.
Are you sure?
Not on a pass play. Hell no.
I just was wondering. But I love the fact they called
the
same play. Same formation.
Okay, but
do a different variation.
Right, but again, no, I'm sorry, you're right. There was a formation in there too. So it'd be like trips right, 397 pass on maybe not 397, but
I
some
got you. I
numbers.
got you.
Again, I was a tight end. I ran a seam every time. I didn't pass. Okay, good. Run and run.
Running the seams not coming to me.
But what I don't understand is why you gotta throw in all these stupid words and make it so difficult. Why can't it just be easy like when we were in high school?
Why can't
Why
it
can't you
be?
just give me a 795 or you know what I'm saying or where the fuck
I bet
off of the route tree? Because again, the numbers are off the route
the
tree.
route tree. You think any of them called number 10
Well, there
off
is
the
no
route
10 on
tree?
the route tree.
If you watch the Manning
I'm
cast,
just saying
apparently there is.
there is no 10 on the route
According
tree.
to Eli Manning, who wore number 10, there's a number 10.
Well, yeah, exactly. But there is no 10 on the route tree. But
Right.
again, that's how we would call pass plays. And a run was just like a 46 base. So you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
A lot of
Again,
it,
just counting
a
the
lot of
holes. You
it's
know what I'm
too
saying?
complex now, and it's like, hey,
That's what I'm saying. Like,
go back to basics.
why exactly? Why does it have to be triple ninja star? You know,
AJ gonna drop.
Bumblebee, Bumblebee, AJ Hawk, Grim Reaper on 7. You know what
All
I'm saying?
right, so we're gonna go with triple. We're gonna go with trips right. AJGD. Anyone know what that play is? They called it a lot. AJ gonna drop. All right, so what's the next game we got?
So real quick, one more on. Oh wait, we're on to the Bills and Jags. Uh, Josh Allen putting on a Superman cape again. Breaks his leg, breaks his finger, possibly 2. Actually, that's the one I heard. I heard Josh's finger was broken.
I haven't heard about Josh's.
I thought I heard Josh's finger was broken, but he's a freaking warrior and he'll play through it. Um, Trevor played pretty well. Just too many,
For a little
too many
while
turnovers.
there, for a little
turnovers.
while
I
there, I
mean,
thought Jacksonville was gonna pull that shit out.
I did too. I did too. But Buffalo again, best quarterback. It's tough to bet against Josh Allen in the playoffs right now, especially with the weak teams that are left going. And we'll talk about that more again. Kind of give you a preview with the Dirty Dozen, but talk more about that in a minute. But good win for the Bills, especially when they weren't able to run the ball very well either. You know.
Now I think next year with Travis Hunter, if he stays healthy all year,
I know that's another thing. They didn't even get their best weapon for the last half of the season. Funny enough, when they made a push is when Travis Hunter got hurt. But neither here nor there. The next game, though, we already kind of talked about this, but I did want to bring up one thing. Just kind of putting together a few things that I thought was kind of funny. Well, not funny because so Eagles and 49ers, we talked about George Kittle getting hurt, right?
Yep.
And again, I guess
Achilles, you're like, no, it's an ankle.
No, but then I saw the pop in that thing. I knew it was Achilles. But
yep. A lot of Achilles injuries lately.
I guess there was a tweet. Now I'm only have part of the story, and I'm kind of piecing this together, and we're both gonna laugh at the end.
Allegedly,
what
you're trying to say is allegedly
there was something about a bottle of tequila being brought to him in the locker room after he popped the Achilles. Well, I don't know for pain. I don't know.
He wasn't going back in the game. I'd say for pain.
But there's an alleged tweet about a bottle of tequila being brought to him in the locker room. Let's fast forward to the end of the game.
Did they have
Mike,
any tequila?
No. Mike Shanahan, at the end of the game, he's like, hey, great perseverance, guys. George went down really early in the game. Is George in here? Yeah, I guess he says yes. You can't hear it on the thing, but he's like, love you, George. And then he goes into the rest of it. But I'm thinking to myself, how hammered was Kittle? And by that point, at the end of the game, you know what I'm saying? Been sitting there by himself drinking tequila.
Dude, he was in pain.
I'm not saying he wasn't in pain. I'm just saying pretty
Probably
funny though. Pretty funny
than what they were going to give him.
Pretty funny though. Love you. But again, how hammered?
I saw his eyes going like this.
Right? How hammered was Kittle at that point? I wonder. He's a big dude, so I'm sure he can handle his liquor. But very sad though. At the end of the day, very sad that he popped his Achilles. That's especially at the end of the year. Basically, that means you're going to miss all of it next year, unless you're Superman like Aaron Rodgers. But even so, I think I think an Achilles is one of those ones where you're not. Well, you're never going to be right. But I think it's even one of those ones where you're cleared to play. I think it's another year after that before you're actually somewhat back to your athleticism from before.
Right.
Because you remember Kurt Cochains last year when he first came back, bro. That mother trucker couldn't move. Remember they even had him in pistol because they couldn't get because we couldn't
Well,
drop back.
yeah, you're old and had an Achilles.
Right.
You know.
I'm just saying, but he looks fine now. Like I said, I think he can be cleared to play medically, but I don't think you're just right yet, or maybe you just don't trust. I don't know. I don't plan on blowing my Achilles to figure it out. So next we have the Chargers at the Patriots. Um,
Okay, let's just say this: Greg Roman's fired. Their offensive line coach fired, and that was
that's a tough break for the offensive line coach. I
that
mean,
that yeah. Why the
but
quarterback coach? Herbert came out and said it was on him, but that was a piss ass job. I don't really honestly know if I've seen a Jim Harbaugh coach team be that inefficient in the playoffs.
hey, Mike Vrabel's a pretty damn good coach. Let's not like throw that out the
No,
way.
no, I'm not
Mike
trying to knock. I'm
Vrabel
not
is a
knocking Vrabel,
damn good football coach.
but San Diego was inefficient.
Again, Mike Vrabel is a damn good football coach, and whatever his name is, their damn offensive coordinator is probably the best offensive coordinator in the league. That's never
Oh,
gonna. That's
McDaniels,
yeah.
dude, he is, dude,
That's
he is the
never.
Norv
That's
Turner of
never
our
gonna.
time.
That's never gonna be a head coach. Nobody's ever gonna give that dude a chance ever again.
People say that about Lane Kiffin, but I agree. I agree. McDaniels, stay with what you're doing.
Oh, he will. Him and Vrabel are gonna run.
Run it.
They're gonna
Run it.
run shit. We're gonna have another dynasty of the New England Patriots in the next 15 years. I'm not saying for 15 years, but in the next 15 years, there will be a Patriots. Patriots will win back to back.
Yeah, that's wow.
That's what I'm saying.
But yeah, that was horrible by San Diego.
Yeah, horrible. Yeah, it was. But again, 2 tackles out. Wham, wham, wham. Cry. Houston at Pittsburgh.
Okay,
I would have thought Pittsburgh would have showed up more.
I
Just
do
saying.
too. I do too. I honestly think DK Metcalf is kind of like AJ Brown. He did make some catches, but I
Well,
think his
they're college
distraction.
teammates. Remember, I showed you the picture.
I know, but I think they're
Pretty impressive, though. Huh?
I think mentally, those two got issues,
They both do. Yes.
and they probably need to be seeing psychiatrists, counselors, all of the above
Probably.
every day,
Probably.
because what Metcalf did to miss 2 games, because you got to think about it. You change your whole scheme
Selfish.
for 2 games. Oh, and now you're back? Did he apologize to the team? Did he say, "I'm sorry, I'm going to do whatever"? And he did make some decent catches, but I think that's more than anything what doomed this game. They just couldn't get the offense clicking, because all of a sudden here they're having to switch back to. I think if they would have benched him, I think they would have done better. I think they could have got more than 6 points. Sorry,
Wow. It's a hot take. It's a hot take.
but they could have.
Here's what I'll say about DK Metcalf.
Nutcase.
I'm happy he's the Steeler.
Nutcase.
I'm happy he's the Steeler. I felt that way for a while.
So these are recaps. That's the last game of the recap.
That was
right?
the last game of the recap. So now we're moving on to this week.
This week, we'll probably go in depth a little bit more on some of these teams, because we've had at least one transaction on one of these teams.
Story. All right, so
Story.
First one we have here is the Bills at the Broncos.
I honestly have to take the Bills on this, based solely off the quarterback.
The old
Bo
quarterback.
Nix is Prince Adam.
Prince Albert?
Yeah, Adam. But the Broncos.
Adam Copeland?
That's edge, dude.
I know.
Yeah, Bills, I think, win this game. I think the Bills win this game. Denver, not their defense is amazing. And John Elway over there on the Bills. Oh, wait, did I say your favorite quarterback? I'm sorry, Josh Allen
Thank you,
is
my
going
man.
to find some kind of way without receivers. Hey,
Right.
just pound the ball with Cook, dude. Just
Exactly.
pound it with Cook. Let Allen take his runs. I mean, in all honesty, all Allen has to do is survive this game next week and 2 weeks after that. All he's got to do is survive.
Yeah, that's gonna be tough. Um, I just think actually here's my question to you. What do the Bills do? Okay, if the Bills do not make it to the Super Bowl, because if they make it to the Super Bowl, they're gonna lose to the Seahawks, so it doesn't matter. But if
I don't know if they'll get past next week, but okay, let's
let's
assume the Bills make
hypothetically,
it to the Super Bowl. I cannot see them beating any of the remaining teams, and that includes the 49ers.
no, I'm not going there. I'm going
I did.
somewhere else with this actually.
All right.
So even if they win this week and then they lose next week to the Titans, which I could really see happening. Titans beat if I'm not mistaken, the Titans beat the
The
brakes off them in the regular season.
the Titans?
Excuse me, I did it again.
Yeah.
Texans.
Yeah, the Texans, yeah.
Thank you. Good call. You probably did catch me on that earlier.
Oh, I did. I didn't say nothing this time.
No,
I
you
said something
did.
last
You did, but it's all good. I do not see the Bills beating the Texans. So
time. I don't either. They got no receivers
right,
that are showing up. They got
and
a running game, but Houston will shut that shit down.
but didn't Patriots and Bills already played twice during the regular season, right? Didn't they split?
They split at best for the Bills.
Right. So, all right. So, what I guess my roundabout way of getting at this is, what do the Bills do with Sean McDermott?
Here's my thing.
Because they're not winning. I'm serious. They're not winning the Super Bowl. You're right. I feel that the Rams would beat them. I feel that the 49ers would beat them. The Seahawks would beat them. And the Bears would beat them. Well, the Bears, I think, would be tough. Because you guys sometimes don't show up and are kind of like cardiac kids.
For the first half.
Like I said, you guys are cardiac kids.
But Josh Allen sometimes don't show up for the second half either.
I know, but he should. I don't know. Neither here nor there. But what do they do with McDermott? He's not in the Tomlin
Here's what I say.
stages yet. But
I think
I mean, how long do you let him continue to just waste Josh Allen's career and not win?
I think this is more on the GM. Who's been drafting?
Oh, really?
Who's been drafting these wide receivers that have not panned out? These receivers they've drafted are worse than the Green Bay Fudgepuckers receivers.
Actually,
I mean, hell,
the
number
Packers
one
have drafted.
last year.
The
Got
Packers
his
have
first
drafted
touchdown catch last week,
right,
and they lost.
The Packers have drafted well though at wide receiver.
No, I don't think so.
Romeo Doubs is a stud, bro.
If he's healthy,
Okay, that's the thing. They've drafted a lot of wide receivers.
they drafted a lot of JJs.
Right, but
They're for
at
JJs.
least 3 of them are healthy. 3 of 5 of them are healthy at a time.
They're for JJs.
Well, that's why Dobbs wears the helmet so he can play more, so he didn't get concussions. And plus they're Packers.
Oh, that's a big
They're-
JJ. Yeah,
They're
that's
Packers anyways.
Bills and Fudgepuckers receiving core out of the draft.
Look, they're Packers anyways. I'm just saying though. Okay, look at anytime Watson is healthy, that dude just balls out. He really does.
If you said the key word, healthy.
Right, exactly.
We want healthy.
Well, and they got another one too. I can't remember his name, but
You know what? If I'm doing these interviews and I'm a Fudgepucker guy trying to get someone in the draft, I'm gonna beat the fuck out of him in that interview. Literally beat the hell out of him, and see how he reacts. Because if he's gonna go crying to mama, I don't want him on my team.
All right. So we'll move off bashing the Packers well,
Well,
for now. For
hey,
now.
same could go with the Bills. Look at their tight ends. Kincaid and Dawson Knox, they're never healthy at the same time. I
Keyword
I
at the same time,
I put this
they
more on the
share.
GM.
I
That's
think
what I put it more on. GM drafting.
I think it's Bean. I think Billy Bean. I think is their GM.
Now I could say this.
He's good on a microphone.
I could totally see the Bills getting rid of their GM and McDermott, but the GM's got to go too. Drafting has been shite. Shite.
But okay, is it time for the Bills to move on from McDermott? I guess is a better question. I guess I phrased my question wrong.
It
Is
depends
it
what
time for them to move on from McDermott?
I don't think so, but it's time to look at that GM. I'd have to do a little more research on the GM. I don't know how long he's been there.
A while,
If he's
a
the one
while.
who
And
if he's the one who hired McDermott, hey, who's doing the
I
draft
think
calls? A lot of this is
so.
from the draft.
I think
Who
it
who they
is.
signed in free agency to make a dent?
They signed
Von Miller a couple years ago.
yes, Von Miller. Yeah,
Yeah, he's on
yeah.
the Redskins now.
Is he really? I
Yeah.
didn't even realize he was on the Skins. All right, moving right along. Uh, 49ers and the Seahawks.
Uh, Look at the Seahawks, dude. I cannot see the 49ers, and they've had a above average season. I didn't realize how well of a season they've had, and they said it during the game. Saleh has done an amazing job as a defensive coordinator with a bunch of players who
That
aren't
are
starters that didn't
right.
want to. They no other teams wanted him. He's made a great deal out of these defensive guys, but yet
Bob Saleh is going to be a head coach in this league next year.
they're talking about the Raiders.
Next
From what
year.
I'm in
God,
reading,
I hope not.
uh,
God, I hope not.
yeah,
I
I would.
kind of, I kind
It could
of,
be Flores or him. Raiders need an experienced coach. Anyway,
I'm kind of rooting for Saleh now. I am.
but that defense has played well. I just think now that Kittle's gone, that attitude, that last little part of attitude on their team is CMC doesn't have an attitude, dude. He's chill homeboy. I'm gonna smoke some in the back here.
I don't think he
He
smokes.
is not
I
an
don't think he
attitude.
smokes.
He's a laid back
Now
dude.
George, I'm sure George might.
George probably does, but George got an attitude.
George is awesome. I love
You know,
George.
he's got a defensive player's attitude as a tight end, dude.
Yep, he's great.
And
That's my
that
tight
won't
end.
be there. You know, it's one thing, hey, player on the field saying this, but then a player on crutches on the sideline saying it's like, okay, dude.
They still got Trent though. So
I just Seahawks. I think the Seahawks.
oh yeah, definitely Seattle.
I see him eat them
definitely.
alive. I honestly do.
Yeah.
I
Well-
did not see. I don't see a 7-point win like they came out with, based on the
I
fact
do.
that Seattle, the last time they played them, played for field goals.
Mhm.
They played for field goals. I don't see Seattle playing to annihilate. I see Seattle playing for a W, which if it's going to take
the
2
anaconda,
points,
the anaconda Pete Carroll style.
right.
We'll just beat you with field goals.
So
We'll just kick field goals every time, and you just won't score.
So
Is
whoever's
really
going
what's
to
gonna
come
happen.
up
You just
with
won't score, and we're just gonna kick field goals every time, and we'll beat you 15-0.
so whoever's coming up with these spreads, how art-hearted are you? I mean, because that's what Seattle does. You know, I think Seattle literally,
win ugly.
if they put the pedal to the metal, could annihilate them, but they won't. They're going to
Nope.
play for
Play
a
ugly.
W. But
Well, because
what if Myers misses again and again?
don't say that.
He missed 2 the last time.
Hey, do you not want it to excite our
I'm-
fans with some new shizzle?
Look,
Nizzle.
I'm down with that, but I'm just giving you some facts here.
I know.
You
I
can't
do
play
think
for the field goal.
I do think that Mike McDaniel does not completely trust Sam Darnold.
You mean McDonald,
McDaniel.
not McDaniel? Because you said
It's McDa-
McDaniel.
It's McDaniel's, not McDonald. These rhymes are theirs,
Oh, is it
and these
McDaniel?
burgers are Ronald.
Wait a minute.
It's Mike McDonald.
Yeah, that's what I said. McDonald.
McDonald. I didn't
Not
say
Mc-
McDaniel.
Not McDaniels.
McDaniels is going to be Detroit's OC.
So McDonald, you have more than Darnold though. Run the flipping ball. go for some breakout runs, go off some play action.
Right.
Let Darnold
That's
throw
our
to
offense.
Njigba,
That's our offense, but I don't
but
know.
don't settle for field goals. And that's what it seems like Seattle does against the 49ers. We're going to get the win, which granted,
Hey,
the
W's
win
a
gets you
W.
to the next week. The W gets you to the next week. That's all they need. You're right. I know what you're going to say. You're right.
All about the W.
But whoever come up with 7 points,
I know, it's crazy.
was it Marshawn? Did they go to Marshawn high as a kite, popping some pills and doing who knows what else?
Marshawn ain't popping no pills. He's just
Are
smoking
you
some weed.
sure?
I'm pretty sure.
I mean, he definitely token a little.
Oh,
But,
Marshawn definitely toking some reefer.
well, he's snorting anything. What's he swallowing?
I don't think so.
I mean, who's going to come up with a 7-point deal?
Well, Vegas, and they know pretty well.
But
so,
who in Vegas?
Which makes me happy. Which makes me happy that they
the
give us
names.
7 points. So even if we don't cover, we should win. You know
Release the names who comes up with the lines because that was our target. Yes, Seattle's going to win. They should dominate,
Yes.
but they will play just to win,
Uh,
not to cover.
So next we have the Texans
Sorry, dude.
at the Patriots.
You want to give your take first? I kind of went off there.
Oh, you're good. I think that the Texans are going to dominate this game. They have the best defense in the league, a historic defense, actually. Yeah, I love Vrabel. I love the Pats. I love how they've been playing. Drake May, if he wasn't in his second year, and Matt Stafford being old as balls, never won an MVP, just voted on by writers and such. Drake May probably should have won the MVP. Just saying.
They haven't announced yet.
Yeah, and it's going to be Matt Stafford. It's going to be Matt Stafford.
But I'll say this.
You know how this S goes, bro.
I do.
I mean,
I'll say this. I agree with you. Houston's going to win this game. I think it's going to be a defense that Drake May is going to be a learning experience for him.
Not really.
I think it will be.
They're not as complex as you think. They're a lot more like the old Seattle, like the Legion of Boom. They just run what they run, but they run it very, very well until you get the third down, and that's when they get into the exotics and all that kind of shit. But first and second down, they're pretty from what I heard, according to my sources.
But they're good at it.
They're pretty big. That's what I'm saying.
I think Drake May is going to have some issues. He didn't have a great game last week.
They're basic, but at the same time, there's nothing wrong with being basic. Being basic means you can play fast because, again, it's basic. Yeah, I think the Texans could.
No, I'm not saying I don't think
could make this one ugly.
I don't think they're going to dominate.
Oh,
I think that Patriots defense is going to stifle Stroud because Stroud. How many turnovers did they have? I don't know what it is between Stroud and the center. But they need to kiss and make up.
Well, maybe he needs to fondle his, little extra finger.
Ball tapping, a little caressing.
Yeah,
Well,
just a little French tickler on the top hand,
But if they don't get that fixed, it's going to make it a lot closer. That defense for Houston will win this game.
Well, yeah, again, it's one of those things where Stroud just can't F it up. Is really what it is.
Yeah, and
which is crazy. Which is crazy because 2 years ago he carried the team, and now he's almost a liability.
Well, I'll say this: Houston, very lucky to have played Pittsburgh last night. Very lucky.
Yeah,
very lucky.
I agree.
All right, what do we got next, buddy?
We got last and probably the most interesting game of the weekend, I would say, to be honest with you. Probably the most interesting game of the weekend. We have the Rams at the Bears. Bears only team.
I'm taking the Bears.
Well, of course, we're both taking the Bears because, again, I'm now a closet Bear fan. Not a closet Bear fan. I'm not a card-holding member yet, but I'm working on it. But that Rams team, bro, I don't know.
I think
that, to be honest, I think that defense is running out of gas.
I'll say this.
I think they've been playing out of their minds all year.
You're partly right. Stafford has a hurt finger, not broken, they say, sprained. but Stafford is known, and granted, I'm saying he's going to be the MVP. Stafford is known for interceptions along with his touchdowns. It's not quite the ratio. I mean, Jameis throws more interceptions to touchdowns
No, he
than
doesn't.
Stafford does.
He's still about 50-50,
Yeah,
which is a horrible ratio.
what I'm saying is Stafford's Jameis, Stafford when it comes to that part.
Right. No, Stafford, but
And they're
Stafford
playing a
also
team that I want to say has the highest takeaways.
you do.
I'm trying not to be overly excited, but I like this matchup for the Bears to get turnovers.
No, and you guys are an opportunity, or we are an opportunistic defense. Um, and Stafford's going to throw some up. I mean,
He's gonna.
look at,
But the Bears have to capitalize. If the Bears
they
get a
will.
pick, they have to get a touchdown. No
No.
flipping field
Oh,
goal.
oh, oh! I see what you're saying. I
If
thought you
the
meant like a
Bears get
pick
a
six.
turnover,
No, I mean,
they get a turnover, they got to capitalize. You got to get a touchdown. If you only get a field goal against Stafford, you got problems.
no, exactly, because the Rams are going to put up points. I mean, your defense is suspect.
Well, yeah, the secondary's mostly hurt. Well, the left
Been
tackle,
that
the
way all.
rookie,
Um,
Oli Trapalilo or whatever,
uh,
he tore his patellar
is
down here.
is
Uh,
Kyler playing this week? Because he got toasted last week.
They
But
should have
did but I
benched him.
thought
They should have benched him.
but I thought he went out hurt too. I don't know. But he hasn't played hardly at all this year. I mean, it makes sense why he's not. I
Yeah,
don't
I'd
know.
pick on his ass too,
Exactly.
and it almost
Exactly.
worked. The
Which
coach Benny, I know he's excited and he wants to win, but look, if they're gonna if Stafford,
oh,
tell me,
we
am I wrong? Is Stafford better than Jordan Love?
oh god, yes.
Okay, so if
3,000,000%.
Stafford starts picking on Kyler, you pull his ass out.
Well, yeah, you're gonna have to because Stafford won't stop. I mean,
No, he won't.
yeah.
Love will stop. I mean, let's just look at what
So
happened.
let's go back to the recap real quick. We didn't talk about this.
Uh-oh, here it comes.
Well, no. I love the fact, by the way, that Matt LaFleur and Ben Johnson hate each other. I think that's brilliant. I think that's amazing. I love the fact that Ben Johnson went into the locker room and said, "Truck the Packers." I think that's great.
Uh, I don't think he said truck.
Hey, you don't like me to use my language.
All right, here we go. All right, we're gonna have an F bomb. What did Benny say?
Fuck the Packers.
And blank them.
Yes, I love it. I love the fact that he is massaging his way into the rivalry. So
Oh, that handshake after the game.
that too.
That was classic. Just like you wanted. I'm like, you know what? I could live with that. He just shook his hand and moved on.
Yep.
He got the win. I don't know if he said anything, but you know what? The cardiac Bears, they did it again. I'm trying not to be overly optimistic. I am a Bears fan, been my whole life. I'm just trying to be cautious because I am a Bears fan.
Well, I know, but you know what? The Bears are going to go to the conference title game,
Well,
and it's going to be amazing.
if the Bears go to the conference championship game,
I'm not working that Sunday.
I'm
Just
going to
saying
say
that.
this: if the Bears go to the conference championship game,
Oh my God, is that the 24th?
it is.
Oh my God, no.
I believe the Bears probably will win that game.
Against the Seahawks?
Yeah, because they want retribution from the Jay Cutler championship game.
Well, it
Where
wasn't against the Seahawks.
it doesn't. They're still going to want retribution. They're going to show
Okay.
Jay how
Well,
he went out hurt, then he's riding the bike after. I remember that.
okay.
That's against
Well,
the Packers. They want
whatever
retribution.
whatever you're smoking, pass some of that over here. You got to come into Lumen Field and play the 12s and Sam Darnold.
You yourself said the Seahawks play better on the road the last couple years than at home.
Well, that's okay. We've been playing well. We've been playing well everywhere recently.
Yeah, this
Shit.
year's been,
Number 1 seed, baby.
they, I that's I'm going to be cautious through this game. Then I'll be overly cautious. How's that?
It'll be interesting.
We'll yeah, that'll be. We'll have to.
Hey,
It's Championship Sunday.
we've had
What
some.
you're talking about is the day after our show.
We have had some
We have
pretty
a show
good.
that Saturday.
Oh yeah,
We have a show next Saturday, but Sunday is
Hopefully, it'll be
what do they
the.
call it? Championship Sunday. It should be conference. They call it wild card weekend and then divisional playoff.
Is it one on Saturday and one on Sunday? I think it's one
No,
on
I
Saturday,
think
one on
it's
Sunday.
Championship Sunday. They'll both be Sunday.
Are you sure?
Yes.
All right, we'll see.
All right.
So that is the recap and the preview.
Well, we got some other news. The NBA. Trae Young, former OU player,
Yes.
who was with Atlanta, has been traded to the Washington Bullets because that name is so much better than the Wizards
It is.
or the Gizzards because that's what they play like. I guess we'll rename them the Washington Gizzards. They didn't really get much for him. It was almost like a salary cap relief trade.
Yeah, salary dump.
And let's make Trae happy. I don't think Trae is going to win with the Gizzards.
I don't either.
That was big news. What
Coaching
else
searches still going on.
What?
Coaching searches still going on.
Oh, coaching searches. Oh, yeah. Mike Tomlin has stepped down as the head coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers. We were talking about this off air.
So,
very interesting. Let me give this stat.
okay.
I only remember 3 coaches.
Yep. Since 1969.
Noel, Howard,
Tomlin. That's it.
This will be their 4th coach since 1969. That is absolutely crazy. If you think about it, before Jerry Jones bought the Cowgirls, they had, God, what was his name?
Tom Landry.
Tom Landry, not Turd Landry. They had Tom Landry for how many years?
Forever.
Okay. Since Tom Landry, Jimmy, Barry, offensive line guy, a special teams guy. They've blown it. Yeah, stability didn't matter to them after that. That's why they're not winning. But do you think the Steelers could pull off another head coach like they have the last 3 times?
Well, to do that, they're going to have to go with somebody young.
You're right. You're right.
I'm not sure who that's going to be. I think McCarthy there would be interesting, though.
I still think he ends up in New York to get revenge on the Cowboys. That's just me. But if they take McCarthy's almost 60 now, if not older.
I know. See, that's what I'm saying. I think it's got to be some young guy. But I don't really know who the young guys are. So I think it's going to be somebody young.
And to me, it's gonna have to be defensive minded.
Unless
Kingsbury's out. Kingsbury's out.
Unless
here we go.
They go with Artie Smith.
Yeah, I don't see that happen. They're going with someone defense.
Why do you say that?
That's what they've done.
Well, maybe they're going to change their ways. They're going to go with Artie Smith.
So in 3 years, no. I think the Steelers going to take their time and seeing who they want to get. You're right. They'll probably get a younger coach. Could it be from pros? Could it be from college? But
maybe Lane Kiffin.
I think it's going to be more. No, not too soon for Kiffin.
Too soon?
Yeah, next year maybe.
Brian Kelly?
No.
But
there may be an opening in Philly for him, but he already signed with Northwestern. Anyway,
who? Brian Kelly did?
Oh, sorry, not Brian Kelly. I thought you were saying Chip Kelly.
No, Brian Kelly.
Who's Brian Kelly?
The LSU coach that got fired? Ex Notre Dame coach?
No, it won't be him.
You don't think so?
No.
You don't think somebody in the pros want to give him a chance?
Are the Steelers going to go in-house? When they hired Tomlin, was he in-house?
No, he came from Tampa Bay.
Okay. Hey, I'm just going to throw this out there. They want a name with attitude, defense, definitely attitude. Brian Flores.
Maybe.
He's had a little head coaching experience with the JJ Dolphins. I think it was right after the whole Richie Incognito and whoever the other guy was about the bullying.
That again turned out not to be true at all. But
Um,
but at the same time,
I think Brian Flores shows up there.
he still has litigation against the NFL.
I don't think the Steelers care.
Okay, well then, what about Chucky then?
Chuck Noll, is he dead?
No, Chucky.
Gruden?
Yeah.
He's offensive and he's older.
So
I think
he's not that old.
I think they're going with defense.
He's only like 40.
20 years ago. I think Flores ends up in Pittsburgh. It actually may come down to a bidding war between Pittsburgh and Raiders for Flores. But I think Flores in Pittsburgh, I think that's the right move.
You don't think Stefanski in Pittsburgh?
Offense. Stefanski probably end up in Baltimore.
That is going to be awesome. Baltimore's going to turn into hammered dog shit. It's going to be awesome.
You think Lamar leaves after that?
Maybe. Who knows? All right, so we got anything else?
No, I think that's about it.
That's about it. We went for an hour.
Hour and 2 minutes and 12 seconds. Big games this week. Hey, last week's games, they all were actually pretty good games. The Bears comeback, I didn't see it happening. I did not see it happening. Honestly, I thought Jacksonville was going to take that game. I really did.
Hey, I thought Seattle played very well against BYE.
Yeah, Seattle, they dominated BYE, but at the same token, so did Denver with Prince Adam Award.
I don't know.
Named after Bo Nix.
I don't think they played as well.
You don't think BYE. They dominated? No. But they did win. They did win.
They did win against BYE, yes.
All right. So to the ones and the nuns, deuces. To those that have been popping in and out and watching, we appreciate it. We hope you keep watching. Let's keep watching. Keep watching. Like, subscribe, all that other jazz.
Happy horse, Pucky.
So we're going to call it a good one, and we're going to catch you later. All right. Deuces to the Triple T's.
This week's sponsors are the 6-passenger H-Jet MVP by Daihatsu. Not faster than a Lambo. Pure old Panther piss. Pick some up at your local liquor store. Bob the Builder. Squirtle Squirt Guns. For young men 18 years and older. Joe's Porsche. They have the loaded 1989 911 on site now. Stop by and ask for Tiny. Rock Hard Cocking Service. Got a hole? Let me put my cock in it. Bill Nye Home Chemistry Kit. Let your kid find the cure. Marlboro Red Cigarettes. Fuck it, you're gonna die anyways. Poop Juice. Are you backed up? Haven't shit in a couple days? Poop Juice tastes like the name, but it does the job. Billy Boner Breakfast Hot Dogs. Your wife craves a big boner every morning. Looking for a career change? Want to work from home? Start your own business in vibrator repair. Check out our campus at the corner of BBC Avenue and Rabbit Butterfly Highway.